Assalamualaikum. How are you all? Hope you all are studying well. Did all of them give their classworks? No? Then submit it immediately. Do your homeworks properly on time. All the best. Study, work hard. Ninth class children, we started our lesson, isn't it? Second lesson, plant tissues. Introduction, we have finished a little about tissues and all. The branching that takes place from the flower stalk grows, and we find a kind of meristematic tissue called intercalary meristematic, also called as cambium tissue. We had already observed the tissues present in the root tip in the early activities. Can we find out the arrangement of cells or tissues by making this column is shoot tip at the tip? What are the cells or tissues? Root tip under the ground, is in root means at the tip of it are the lateral sides, or at the tissues, which tissue is present, in the branching of the shoot, branching of the root. From all these we can conclude that different types of meristematic tissues are present both in root tip and shoot tip. Which tissue is present, children? Meristematic tissue in the shoot tip and root tip. Shoot means stem, right? The name of stem is shoot. Is it clear? Comparison of meristematic tissue in root and shoot tip. Carefully observe the figures of root and shoot tip. Do you find any similarities or differences? We'll see in this diagram in the microscope. See this tissue diagram, children. Meristematic tissue is outside, then vascular tissue like a bundle, ground tissue in the middle, dermal tissue again at the very corner, last part is dermal tissue. Meristematic is little inside. From all these we can conclude that different types of meristematic tissues are present both in root and shoot tip. Cells in meristematic tissues are small and have very thin cell wall, living in prominent nucleus and abundant cytoplasm, compactly arranged without intercellular spaces, continuously dividing cells. Let us learn the other types of tissues. Activity 7. Dicot stem tissue. What is this? Prepare a temporary mount or TS of dicot stem. Draw it, understand it, and write it better, okay? Because of the diagram, we cannot see in the microscope, I know, but we have to assume it that it will be meristematic tissue. Last is the dermal tissue. Then inside it is a vascular tissue. Draw the diagram and learn the parts of it. Color it properly. Ground tissue and the dermal. As I have told you, there are 4 tissues. What are the similarities between the tissues in the root and the shoot tip? Are they similar in size and shape and structure? No, right? How many types of arrangements are there? We see it one by one. You have already studied about meristematic tissue in the last class. Okay, the other major groups that we shall study now are the dermal tissues, ground tissue and vascular tissue. These develop from the cells of the meristematic tissues during the growth and repair of plants' parts. Dermal tissue, what kind of arrangements do you observe? In the outer layer of TS of stem, you can find the dermal tissue over the entire surface of the plant body. We will know the following activity. Observe the dermal tissue very closely. What is the next activity? 8. Rheo leaf. We take the leaf of a plant. The plant name is Rheo, R-H-E-O. The dermal tissue of it. Slowly remove it and observe that peel under the microscope. By preparing a temporary mount, what we see? We see the arrangement of cells. All are same. They look similar. Are there any spaces between the cells? This activity shows a part of dermal tissue of the plants. What is dermal tissue, children? Again in brief, dermis usually consists of single layer of cell, only one layer, showing variations in the types of cells on the basis of their functions and locations. Got it? These tissues are divided in 3 types. What are they? So children, understood the dermis has 3 parts. What are those? Epidermis, outer layer, mesodermis, the middle layer, and the innermost layer is the endodermis. Clear? 3 structures, 3 layers, the names of it. If you go on learning the names, repeating the words, you'll understand it. The walls of the cells of dermal tissue are comparatively thicker than the cells of the meristematic tissues. What happens in desert plants? We see that it may be even more thick and waxy. Small pores are seen in epidermis of leaves called dermal tissue, which is more closely seen. Now Rio leaf, which the experiment which we are doing about the dermal tissue, is the activity 8. Take a fresh leaf of Rio leaf or betel leaf. Betel means pan. I think your grandparents eat it, isn't it? The leaf of that. Tear in a single stroke, one single light upper part of it. So take a thin whitish edge can be seen at the tone end, which is comparatively thicker than the cells of meristematic tissue. In desert plants, what happened? It may be even more thick and waxy. Small pores are seen in the epidermis of the leaf called stomata. This is what we see in the peel of Rio leaf, dermal tissue. This is what guard cells and all you see in the microscope. They are enclosed by two kidney-shaped cells called the guard cells. The cells of the roots have long hair-like parts called the root hair. Is it clear? Now next, thick sticky substance like the trunk or the branch of tree like acacia or neem, etc. What is it? Where is the gum secreted from? The dermal tissue protects the plants from the loss of water. Mechanical damage. What is the function of dermal tissue? It protects the plants from loss of water, mechanical damage like breaking and splitting of edges, and invasive by parasitic disease causing organisms. What happens in big trees? The dermal tissue forms several layers above the epidermis. It is called the bark. Stomata and root hair are also dermal tissues. They are essential for gaseous exchange. Root hair, stomata, what are the functions of it? It has dermal tissue. It is important in gaseous exchange, transpiration, as well as absorption of water and minerals. Photosynthesis is carried out by certain cells of this tissue. What about ground tissues? Third one. We have already seen the TS of stem in figure 7. Now make a sketch of the arrangement of cells you have seen. You can observe that cells appear larger with the nucleus than it appears prominent. Cells form a ground tissue. It forms the bulk of the plant body. Ground tissue is maximum is present. The ground tissue is useful in storing the food, providing physical support to the plant body. The main three parts of ground tissue are parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. These are the parts of ground tissue which are important for the plant. You see the diagrams? Because your classworks are for correction, I am not giving this homework. You can draw it at home and practice. Parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. The cells of parenchyma are soft, thin-walled and loosely packed are parenchyma. The parenchyma which contain chlorophyll is called, with its name, chloro is taken from the starting, so it is called chlorenchyma. The parenchyma contains large air cavities or spaces. It is called aerenchyma. A-E-R-E-N-C-H-I-M-A, aerenchyma. The parenchyma which stores water and food or waste materials is called storage tissue. Understood the difference? Parenchyma, collenchyma, aerenchyma, also new one came. Then we'll study this last one, sclerenchyma, that green structure. Collenchyma tissues have thick-walled longer cells when compared to parenchyma. In the sclerenchyma, the cells are thick-walled and tightly packed. Got it? Tightly packed without spaces. So when compared with dermal tissue, the ground tissue is of various types, and some of the ground tissues help in photosynthesis. Let us observe the ground tissue. Is it clear now? You will be able to do learn and understand it. Okay, there is no homework because your classworks are with us. Thank you. See you in next class. Assalamu alaikum.